This is my review of the Offbeat Sari, an exhibition which took place at the Design Museum in Kensington, London. The exhibition ran from the 19th of May to the 17th of September 2023 and was billed as a major exhibition celebrating the contemporary sari. So this was the stairway. It was downstairs in the basement space, and this was the kind of staircase leading down into it, and this is what you saw when you first entered the space. I was a bit surprised. I would have thought to myself that we would have seen more about kind of the origins of the sari or what the sari denotes or the myth of it. And to be fair, on the back, you can see at the back of the screen on the wall, there was a kind of 100 ways to wrap a sari. But I felt it started off from the very beginning, kind of like with radical interpretations of saris. Radical is not really the right word to use, but I'd say more kind of forward-thinking. Well, not even forward-thinking, because it's a timeless garment. It was just more like teaming saris with trainers, which I didn't understand. Then we kind of jumped straight to the red carpet. And, you know, some of these saris were like quite famous and have been worn by superstars across the world. And, you know, for example, this has been worn by the amazing Deepika Padukone. I think it's a Sabyasachi sari, I believe. And it was, you know, really nice to see it in kind of like person. And this is very famous as well. This was worn by Natasha Poonawalla at the Met Gala, and it's a Schiaparelli bodice and then a Sabyasachi sari. That's also another Sabyasachi sari there, which was worn by Deepika Padukone at the Cannes Film Festival. So it felt we kind of jumped from, you know, saris with trainers, which was like kind of a modern twist, to red carpet saris. So this was a Manish Malhotra, worn by Shilpa Shetty, and I'm sure it's been worn by numerous other celebrities too. And I thought that this would rather come at the end of the exhibition. So I thought it was this was just my personal taste on it, or my personal take. I didn't understand what the journey was. We then had this small section on Bollywood, and they were showing Shri Devi, as they should do, who wears a sari beautifully. But I felt, again, Bollywood has played such a huge part in the sari and the kind of imagery of the sari. I was also disappointed not to see anything about the myth of sari, in terms of Draupadi from the Mahabharata, which is one of the great epics. And, you know, there's a very famous story. The story goes that her sari is kind of like part of it. She gets gambled away by her husband. I mean, it's so awful. And then, you know, someone tries to disrobe her in public, and then she prays. And there was all these kind of like myths about kind of surrounding saris, like stories like that. And I hoped to have seen that in this exhibition, and I didn't. And again, you know, the way that you drape a sari as well, I would have liked to have seen the significance of that different regions in India drape it in different ways and what that would mean. And then also I thought as well about body inclusivity, where, you know, sari is a timeless garment. Any person can wear it and it looks good on their body. And it just, the colours and the patterns and borders. And there were, to be fair, there were some good parts of this exhibition. It was really nice to see the saris up close, and you could see about the textiles and things like that. But my companion had no knowledge of saris and thought it was just like, you know, wrapping a sheet around yourself. And I had to explain that it's actually a lot more than that. It means a lot more than that. So overall, I was quite disappointed in this exhibition, and I really hope we do get another exhibition on a sari which really kind of explores those things that I talk about. If you saw it, let me know what you think.